A few years ago, most Walmart shoppers believed one simple rule. If it had a famous brand name, it had to be better. Store brands? Most people walked right past them without a second thought, convinced that a lower price automatically meant lower quality. But today, that assumption is costing shoppers hundreds of dollars every year. After comparing dozens of Walmart's best-selling products, listening to employee recommendations, and reading thousands of customer reviews, one thing became surprisingly clear. Some Walmart store brand products don't just match the expensive brands, they actually outperform them while costing dramatically less. In today's video, we're revealing 12 Walmart products that quietly beat famous name brands, plus 3 items you should absolutely leave on the shelf, no matter how cheap they seem. Number 1, great value paper towels. Most people don't expect a store brand paper towel to impress them. After all, when you buy the cheaper roll, you usually expect thin sheets that tear apart the moment they touch water. That's exactly why great value paper towels surprise so many Walmart shoppers. The sheets are noticeably thicker than you'd expect, absorb spills incredibly quickly, and stay together even when scrubbing greasy countertops or wiping up large kitchen messes. Instead of using 2 or 3 sheets like many budget brands require, 1 sheet is often enough to finish the job. That's impressive considering the price. A large multi-roll pack typically sells for around $10, while comparable premium brands often cost 50% more, sometimes reaching $15 or even higher for nearly the same number of rolls. For families that go through paper towels every single day, those savings add up surprisingly fast. Many longtime Walmart customers say they switched years ago and never looked back because they couldn't tell any meaningful difference in everyday performance. One mother even compared both brands side by side by cleaning identical spills around her kitchen. The result? The Great Value towel cleaned the entire mess with a single sheet, while the more expensive brand needed a second sheet to finish the job. That's exactly the kind of hidden value many shoppers. Number 2. Great value large eggs. Eggs have become one of the most expensive staples in many American households. With prices rising over the past few years, plenty of shoppers have started wondering whether paying extra for premium eggs is really worth it. For many families, the answer is surprisingly simple. Great value. Large eggs continue to be one of Walmart's best everyday bargains because they deliver consistent quality at a price that's hard to beat. Open a carton and you'll usually find clean, sturdy shells, evenly sized eggs, bright yellow yolks, and reliable freshness from one shopping trip to the next. For everyday meals like scrambled eggs, omelets, fried eggs, or baking, most people simply can't tell the difference. That's where the savings become impossible to ignore. While specialty organic or free-range eggs can easily cost $6 to $7 per carton, Great Value eggs are often available for a fraction of that price, allowing families to stretch their grocery budget much further without sacrificing the meals they enjoy every week. Many regular Walmart shoppers say they've been buying these eggs for years because they perform just as well in the kitchen. One customer even conducted a week-long blind taste test with her husband, secretly alternating between premium organic eggs and Great Value eggs every morning. He never guessed correctly. Whether they were fried, scrambled, or hard-boiled, both tasted virtually identical once they reached the breakfast table. For households that eat eggs several times a week, switching to the less expensive option can easily save hundreds of dollars over the course of a year. Sometimes the smartest grocery decision isn't buying the most expensive carton. It's buying the one that delivers the same results for far less money. But don't assume every Walmart store brand product deserves a spot in your cart. Later in this video, we'll reveal one Great Value item that many shoppers regret buying after only a few uses. Number 3, Equate hydrogen peroxide. There are some products where paying more simply doesn't buy you anything better. Hydrogen peroxide is one of them. Most shoppers grab the familiar national brand without thinking twice, assuming the higher price means better quality or stronger disinfecting power. In reality, that's simply not the case. Equate hydrogen peroxide contains the same 3% hydrogen peroxide solution used by the leading name brands, making it just as effective for cleaning minor cuts, disinfecting small household items, and handling basic first aid needs around the home. The biggest difference isn't the formula. It's the label. A bottle of Equate hydrogen peroxide typically costs around $1, while many well-known brands charge 2 or even 3 times as much for the same size bottle. That means you could stock your bathroom, kitchen, first aid kit, and even your car with multiple bottles while still spending less than buying a single premium brand version. That's one of the reasons healthcare professionals often recommend buying the generic option. Products like hydrogen peroxide are manufactured to meet standardized concentration requirements, so shoppers aren't paying for extra cleaning power, they're paying for marketing and brand recognition. One retired nurse shared that after more than 2 decades working in healthcare, she never noticed any meaningful difference between store brand and name brand hydrogen peroxide when it came to everyday disinfecting tasks. For her, paying extra simply never made sense. It's a perfect reminder that some of the smartest savings come from products where the ingredients, not the logo, determine the performance. If there's one item in your medicine cabinet where you can confidently skip the expensive brand, this is probably it. And the best part? Most people will never notice the difference, except when they look at how much money they spend. Number 4. Great value frozen waffles. Busy mornings don't leave much time for making a homemade breakfast. That's why frozen waffles have become a freezer staple in millions of American homes. The problem? Many budget waffles come out dry, bland, and chewy, leaving kids reaching for extra syrup just to make them taste decent. Great value frozen waffles prove that doesn't have to be the case. After just a few minutes in the toaster, they develop a light golden crisp on the outside while staying soft and fluffy in the middle. Instead of tasting dry or artificial, they deliver a rich, buttery flavor that feels much closer to premium frozen waffles than their price suggests. Even better, they're incredibly affordable. A box of 10 waffles typically sells for around $2.50, while many well-known brands charge nearly twice as much for a similar package. For families with children who eat waffles every weekend, or even several mornings a week, that price difference quickly adds up over the course of a year. One reason these waffles stand out is their balanced flavor. Instead of relying on an overpowering artificial butter coating, the buttery taste is blended throughout the waffle itself, creating a more natural flavor once it's toasted. Many parents say that once syrup, fruit, or whipped cream is added, their kids can't tell the difference between these and far more expensive national brands. One father shared that after switching to Great Value waffles for nearly a year, his family saved well over $100, and not one of his 3 children ever asked him to switch back. In fact, his youngest insisted these waffles actually came out crispier than the premium brand they had been buying for years. That's the kind of compliment few store brand products receive. Sometimes the smartest breakfast choice isn't the one with the biggest advertising budget. It's the one that delivers the same delicious morning meal while leaving more money in your grocery budget for everything else. Number 5. Great value oats. Oatmeal has earned its reputation as one of the healthiest and most affordable breakfasts you can make. But many shoppers still assume the well-known brands must offer better quality simply because they cost more. When it comes to Great Value oats, that assumption doesn't hold up very well. Whether you choose the old-fashioned rolled oats or the quick cooking version, they deliver the same hearty texture and satisfying bite that people expect from far more expensive brands. Once cooked, they become warm, creamy, and filling, the kind of breakfast that keeps you energized for hours. The price advantage is where this product really shines. A large container usually sells for around $3, while many national brands charge nearly double for a similar amount. That may not seem like much at first glance, but for families who enjoy oatmeal several mornings each week, those small savings continue month after month, year after year. One reason the quality is so consistent is that oats are one of the most standardized food products in the grocery industry. The processing methods are remarkably similar between manufacturers, meaning much of the price difference comes from packaging, advertising, and brand recognition, not from what's actually inside the container. Longtime oatmeal lovers often say they notice virtually no difference when preparing breakfast. Add milk, fresh fruit, cinnamon, or a drizzle of honey, and it becomes nearly impossible to distinguish from premium brands costing significantly more. One shopper who has eaten oatmeal almost every morning for over 15 years shared that after trying nearly every major brand, she eventually settled on Great Value because it tasted just as creamy and satisfying while saving her money every single grocery trip. Looking back, she estimated the money she avoided spending on expensive oats could have bought a brand new coffee maker almost every year. Number 6. Marketside Caesar Salad Kit. Packaged salad kits don't usually have the best reputation. Many shoppers expect soggy lettuce, bland dressing, and stale croutons that make eating healthy feel more like a chore than a meal. That's exactly why the Marketside Caesar Salad Kit has become a favorite among so many Walmart customers. Inside the bag, you'll find crisp romaine lettuce, crunchy garlic croutons, shaved Parmesan cheese, and a rich Caesar dressing that delivers the bold, savory flavor people normally expect from a restaurant, not a grocery store salad kit. The biggest surprise, however, is the value. A complete kit typically costs around $4 and easily serves several people, while ordering Caesar salads at a restaurant could cost $12 or more per person. For a family of 4, that means spending close to $50 eating out versus less than $4 for a fresh meal prepared at home in just a few minutes. What really separates this salad from many competing kits is the dressing. Instead of tasting overly sweet or watered down, it delivers a rich, authentic Caesar flavor with real garlic and savory notes that coat every bite without overwhelming the fresh lettuce. Just toss everything together and dinner is practically ready. Many busy families keep 1 or 2 kits in the refrigerator for nights when there's simply no time to cook. It pairs perfectly with grilled chicken, steak, shrimp, or even a simple bowl of soup, turning an inexpensive salad into a complete restaurant-style meal. One office worker shared that she buys this Caesar salad kit every week to prepare lunches for work. Several of her co-workers were convinced she had been ordering takeout from an upscale cafe because the salad looked and tasted so fresh. When she revealed it came from Walmart, they could hardly believe it. That's the hidden appeal of this product. It looks premium, tastes surprisingly fresh, takes only minutes to prepare, and costs less than almost any fast food meal available today. Sometimes the easiest dinner is also one of the smartest purchases you can make. Number 7. Great Value Chunk Light Tuna. Opening a can of tuna should be simple. But if you've ever peeled back the lid only to find mushy meat, cloudy liquid, and an overpowering fishy smell, you know how disappointing a cheap can of tuna can be. That's where Great Value Chunk Light Tuna stands out. Instead of tiny shredded pieces, you'll usually find large, firm chunks that hold their shape when lifted with a fork. The texture stays flaky rather than pasty, while the flavor is clean, mild, and fresh enough to enjoy in sandwiches, salads, casseroles, or pasta dishes without needing extra seasoning to hide an unpleasant taste. The value is equally impressive. A can typically costs under $1, while many of the best-known tuna brands charge nearly twice as much for a similar-sized can. Over time, that difference becomes significant. For families that keep canned tuna stocked for quick lunches or emergency pantry meals, switching to the Walmart version can save a surprising amount without sacrificing quality. Many shoppers are surprised to learn that canned tuna from different brands is often processed in the same facilities. According to someone who previously worked in seafood processing, multiple brands may use the same fish, the same equipment, and the same production line before simply packaging the product under different labels. That means the expensive label doesn't always guarantee a better product. Regular Walmart shoppers frequently mention that they appreciate the tuna's firm texture and natural taste. It works just as well for homemade tuna salad, protein-packed lunches, or quick dinners on busy weeknights, giving families a dependable pantry staple that doesn't feel like a compromise. One customer who prepares tuna sandwiches every week said he switched to Great Value several years ago and hasn't purchased a premium brand since. His family never noticed the change, but they certainly noticed the savings on their monthly grocery bill. Sometimes the smartest pantry item isn't the one with the most recognizable logo. Number 8. Sam's Choice Thin Crust Pizza. Finding a frozen pizza that actually tastes like restaurant pizza isn't easy. Most budget pizzas disappoint the moment they come out of the oven. The crust stays soft instead of crispy, the cheese turns greasy, and the sauce often tastes more like sugary tomato paste than real pizza sauce. That's exactly why Sam's Choice Thin Crust Pizza continues to surprise Walmart shoppers. From the first bite, the difference is obvious. The crust bakes up thin and crisp with a satisfying crunch, while the tomato sauce delivers a rich, balanced flavor that doesn't get buried under excessive sweetness. The cheese melts evenly across the pizza, creating a smooth, creamy texture without leaving pools of grease behind. It also provides plenty of flexibility. Whether you enjoy it straight from the box or add your own toppings like mushrooms, peppers, onions, pepperoni, or extra mozzarella, the pizza holds up remarkably well without becoming soggy. And then there's the price. A large Sam's Choice Thin Crust Pizza usually sells for around $6, while comparable premium frozen pizzas often cost $9 to $10. That's a noticeable difference every time you shop. For families that enjoy pizza nights once a week, those savings can easily add up to well over $100 a year. One family with 3 teenagers shared that Friday has become pizza night at their house. Instead of ordering takeout every week, they stock their freezer with Sam's Choice pizzas and bake them fresh at home. After calculating their monthly food expenses, they realized they were saving enough money to cover part of their electric bill without anyone feeling like they were settling for lower quality. Many shoppers also appreciate the consistency. Unlike some frozen pizzas that vary from one box to the next, Sam's Choice has built a reputation for delivering the same crispy crust, flavorful sauce. Number 9. Sam's Choice Angus beef patties. A great burger starts long before you add the cheese, lettuce, or sauce. It starts with the beef. Unfortunately, many frozen burger patties disappoint the moment they hit the grill. They shrink dramatically, dry out in the middle, or fall apart before they even reach the bun. That's one problem Sam's Choice Angus beef patties rarely have. Made with quality Angus beef, these patties stay thick and juicy while cooking, developing a rich, beefy flavor that's much closer to what you'd expect from a steakhouse than a grocery store freezer. Even when cooked well done, they hold their shape and retain plenty of moisture instead of becoming dry or crumbly. The value is another major reason shoppers keep buying them. A package containing several large patties typically costs around $9, while ordering just one Angus burger at many casual restaurants can easily cost $15 or more before adding fries or a drink. That means one package from Walmart can feed an entire family for less than the price of 2 restaurant burgers. For backyard cookouts, weekend barbecues, or quick family dinners, that's hard to ignore. Many home grill enthusiasts say these patties produce a rich, satisfying flavor with very little effort. Simply season them with salt and pepper, throw them on the grill, and they're ready to rival burgers that cost 3 or 4 times as much when dining out. One man who hosts neighborhood cookouts every month said guests constantly ask where he buys his beef because they're convinced it's fresh from a local butcher. They're always surprised to discover it came straight from Walmart's freezer section. That's the advantage of starting with a high-quality Angus patty. Pair it with a toasted brioche bun, fresh toppings, and your favorite sauce. And you've created a restaurant-style burger at home for a fraction of the cost. Sometimes the biggest grocery savings don't come from buying less. They come from Number 10. Great value, Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt has become one of the most popular high-protein foods in America. Whether you're eating it for breakfast, using it in smoothies, or adding it to healthy snacks, it's an easy way to increase your daily protein intake. The problem is that many of the best-known brands come with premium prices. That's where great value Greek yogurt quietly changes the equation. From the very first spoonful, you'll notice its thick, creamy texture. It isn't watery or runny like some lower-priced yogurts, and it has a smooth consistency that's surprisingly close to many premium Greek yogurt brands. The flavor is mildly tangy without being overpowering, making it easy to enjoy plain or with fruit, granola, honey, or nuts. Nutritionally, it delivers exactly what many shoppers are looking for. It provides a strong amount of protein per serving, while costing significantly less than many of the household names sitting beside it in the refrigerated aisle. A large container typically sells for around $4.50, while comparable premium brands often cost $7 to $8 for nearly the same size. That difference may not seem dramatic after one shopping trip, but if you buy Greek yogurt every week, the savings can quickly reach hundreds of dollars over the course of a year. Fitness enthusiasts have noticed this too. Many trainers recommend store-brand Greek yogurt because the nutritional values are extremely similar to premium brands, allowing people to maintain a healthy, high-protein diet without stretching their grocery budget. One personal trainer shared that after encouraging several clients to switch to great value Greek yogurt, many reported saving nearly $30 each month on groceries while continuing to meet the same nutrition goals. That's money they could put toward fresh produce, lean meats, or other healthy foods. Perhaps the biggest surprise is how little difference most people notice once the yogurt is mixed into everyday meals. Blend it into a fruit smoothie, stir in berries and granola, or use it as a healthier substitute for sour cream, and very few people could tell whether it came from a premium brand or Walmart's own label. It's another perfect example that paying more. Number 11. Sam's Choice brioche buns. A great burger isn't remembered just because of the beef. The bun plays an equally important role. If it's too dry, it crumbles after the first bite. If it's too soft, it quickly becomes soggy and falls apart before you finish your meal. That's why Sam's Choice brioche buns have become one of Walmart's best-kept bakery secrets. Unlike ordinary hamburger buns, these brioche buns have a soft, pillowy texture with a subtle buttery richness and just a hint of sweetness. They feel more like something you'd buy from a neighborhood bakery than from a grocery store shelf, instantly making homemade burgers taste more premium. Even better, they hold up remarkably well. Whether you're stacking them with a thick Angus burger, crispy chicken, pulled pork, or breakfast sandwiches loaded with eggs and bacon, The buns stay intact without becoming soggy or falling apart. That durability makes them perfect for backyard cookouts, family gatherings, and weekend grilling sessions. The value is another reason shoppers continue coming back. A package of 8 brioche buns typically costs around $3, while many specialty bakeries charge $2 to $3 for a single brioche bun. In other words, you can buy an entire pack from Walmart for less than the cost of 2 bakery buns. It's one of the easiest upgrades you can make without increasing your grocery bill. Many customers say these buns have completely replaced regular hamburger buns in their homes. They're not just for burgers either. Their soft texture and lightly sweet flavor make them perfect for breakfast sandwiches, grilled chicken sandwiches, sloppy joes, and even homemade French toast. One shopper shared that she served burgers on these buns during a family barbecue, and several guests asked which local bakery she had purchased them from. They were genuinely surprised when she told them they came straight from Walmart. That's the hidden advantage of products like this. They deliver the appeal. Number 12, great value homemade vanilla ice cream. A great shopping trip deserves a great dessert, and few products surprise Walmart shoppers more than great value homemade vanilla ice cream. Most people expect a budget ice cream to be icy, overly sweet, or lacking real vanilla flavor. Instead, this one delivers a rich, creamy texture that feels far more premium than its price would suggest. From the very first scoop, you'll notice how smooth and velvety it is. It doesn't have the icy crystals that often ruin inexpensive ice cream, and the vanilla flavor is balanced, creamy, and satisfying without tasting artificial. Whether served in a bowl, on top of warm pie, alongside chocolate cake, or blended into a milkshake, it performs just as well as many national brands. The price makes it even more impressive. A large tub typically costs around $3, while many premium vanilla ice creams sell for $5.50 or more for a similar size. For families that enjoy dessert every week, those savings quickly become noticeable. Many shoppers say they originally bought it simply because it was cheaper. They kept buying it because nobody in the family could tell the difference. One grandfather shared that his grandchildren happily ate bowl after bowl without ever realizing he had switched from a much more expensive brand. Once he saw they loved it just as much, there was no reason to go back. Over the course of a year, the lower price allowed his family to enjoy dessert more often, while still spending less. That's exactly why this product deserves the final spot on the must-buy list. It proves that sometimes the simplest products offer the biggest surprises. A lower price doesn't always mean lower quality. Sometimes it simply means you're making a smarter purchase. But before you fill your shopping cart with every Walmart store brand item you see, there's something important you need to know. Not every great value product is a winner. In fact, the next 3 products have disappointed enough shoppers that they may actually cost you more money in the long run than buying a better alternative. Those are the items you'll definitely want to avoid. Products to avoid. Number 1, great value fresh produce. After seeing so many impressive Walmart store brand products, it's easy to assume every item with the great value label is a smart buy. Unfortunately, that's not always true. One category continues to receive mixed reviews from shoppers, and that's great value fresh produce. The biggest issue isn't flavor, it's consistency. One shopping trip, the strawberries may look bright, firm, and perfectly ripe. The next time, you might find berries with soft spots, wilted greens, or produce that begins spoiling only a day or 2 after bringing it home. That's the unpredictability many shoppers complain about most. Fresh fruits and vegetables naturally have a limited shelf life, but many customers report that some great value produce simply doesn't stay fresh as long as similar products from stores known for higher produce turnover. That can turn a bargain into wasted money surprisingly quickly. Imagine buying strawberries for a weekend family breakfast only to discover mold appearing after just a couple of days in the refrigerator. Instead of saving money, you're making another trip to the grocery store to replace food that should have lasted much longer. Some food distribution professionals explain that fresh produce quality depends heavily on transportation, storage temperatures, and inventory turnover. Even small changes during shipping can shorten freshness before the products ever reach the shelf. That's one reason the quality may vary much more than packaged grocery items. If you're planning to eat your fruits or vegetables the same day, great value produce may still be perfectly fine. But if you're stocking up for several days, or even an entire week, it may be worth paying a little extra for fresher options with a longer shelf life. Sometimes the cheapest produce becomes the most expensive purchase because too much of it ends up in the trash. Products to avoid. Number 2, great value toilet paper. Toilet paper seems like one of the easiest places to cut costs. After all, a roll is a roll, right? Not exactly. Many shoppers who switched to great value toilet paper hoping to save money eventually discovered the opposite happened. While the price on the shelf looks attractive, the paper itself tends to be noticeably thinner than many premium brands. Because it absorbs less moisture, people often end up using far more sheets every time they use it. That means a pack that appears cheaper doesn't necessarily last longer. In fact, many families report finishing each roll much faster than expected. One budget-conscious shopper tracked how quickly her household used each brand. She discovered that although the great value package cost less up front, her family went through it nearly a full week sooner than the thicker premium brand they had previously purchased. When she calculated the cost per month, the cheaper toilet paper actually ended up costing more. Comfort is another common complaint. The thinner texture isn't ideal for households with young children, older adults, or anyone who prefers a softer, stronger tissue. For a product every family uses every single day, those small differences become noticeable very quickly. This is one of those rare cases where spending a few extra dollars up front may actually save money over time because each roll lasts considerably longer. The cheapest package isn't always the best value. The product that lasts the longest usually wins. Products to avoid. Number 3. Great value ground coffee. For millions of Americans, the day doesn't officially begin until that first cup of coffee. That's exactly why this final product disappoints so many shoppers. Unlike many of the great value products we've covered today, great value ground coffee struggles where it matters most: flavor. Many customers describe the taste as flat, lacking the rich aroma and bold character that coffee lovers expect. Some even notice a slightly burnt or stale aftertaste, making each cup feel less enjoyable than similarly priced alternatives. The biggest problem is that it isn't dramatically cheaper than better options. For only a little more money, shoppers can often find mid-range coffee brands with noticeably smoother flavor, stronger aroma, and a much more satisfying finish. That makes this product difficult to recommend. One former barista participated in a blind coffee tasting using several popular grocery store brands. Time after time, great value ground coffee ranked near the bottom because of its dull flavor and lingering burnt notes. Her conclusion was simple: coffee quality begins with the beans and the roasting process, and that's exactly where this product falls behind. If coffee is simply caffeine to you, you may not mind the difference. But if you truly enjoy starting your morning with a flavorful cup, spending a few extra cents per serving is likely to give you a much better experience. Some products are worth buying because they outperform expectations. This simply isn't one of them. Now, the next time you walk into Walmart, you won't have to assume that the biggest brand name automatically means the best product. As you've seen today, several Walmart store brands deliver outstanding quality while costing significantly less than their famous competitors. From great value paper towels and large eggs to Sam's Choice, Angus burgers, brioche buns, and even homemade vanilla ice cream, these are products that can genuinely help lower your grocery bill without sacrificing quality. At the same time, a few items, like fresh produce, toilet paper, and ground coffee, may end up costing more in the long run because of inconsistent quality.